Sunday evening live stream here. Start off by getting that fire going. So I don't have anybody joining me tonight. It is a long weekend. I didn't want to. Thought I'd just do a lone one tonight. Just get set up here. There we have it. Alrighty. Gonna change holders here. Get a new tool to the arsenal here. See how this works tonight. Since it does get a little darker this time of year. This stand has a light. From the previous live stream we had, it was getting pretty dark. So, hope everybody's long weekend's going well. Tonight, I got a bottle of Hofbraun Original German beer. Here, try something different. Okay, now we're talking. Give that a try. Oh yeah, nice flavor. It's something very different. It's good. I'm gonna put that in the way of the fire there. Nice to have that in the background. So, how's everybody doing? Labor Day weekend. If you've seen my most recent video, we visited a local barbecue place and had a whole platter of food there. That was great to try. Sawyer's Craft Barbecue in Windsor, Ontario. Great stuff. On that platter, there was St. Louis style ribs, where normally I cook just back ribs. For whatever reason, that's just my favorite rib. But after trying that St. Louis style, thought I'd try something a little different. And today, well, I didn't put it on video, but I cooked a couple racks of St. Louis style. And I tried to replicate kind of what they were doing on their barbecue. And all I did was a simple salt and pepper rub. And I cooked it on Masterbuilt Gravity Series, which is the closest thing to an offset is what I have. Cooked it at 250 degrees. It was about a 4-hour cook, but I didn't add, like I say, just salt and pepper. I didn't wrap it. I spritz with water once in a while, just to be on the side of caution. I didn't want it to dry out where the bones start pulling through. I didn't take the membrane off because that's another thing I found at Sawyer's. And yeah, it was a pretty good rip. Sawyer's did a much better job, I gotta say, because how do you replicate a large Texas style offset grill like that? I mean, well, you see in the video just how big that thing is. So cool. So, what else we got going on here? We got a video before that. We did a steak in a wrap where we cooked the steak, chopped that up, put it in with some cheese, and rolled it up in a tortilla. Man, that was good. Very good. Kind of a date night cook. Wiki Woohoo. Hello. Hello, Wiki Woohoo. I like that name. Yeah, check the fire here. Starting to start up nicely here. Pretty soon I'm going to feel the warmth of that on my back. What you doing? Well, I'm sitting by the fire, enjoying myself a nice German beer. A Hofbraun. Something different. You can tell I've been doing these live streams on Sunday at 8 p.m. and I've been doing them for a few weeks now. But tonight you really see just how dark it's starting to get. It's kind of cool. Fall's around the corner. And we got Connor in here. Hey, Greg. Yeah, okay. Come on. Wiki, Germany's nice. To subscribe to him. Well, sometimes we get some people in the chat here that don't want to play nice. Yeah, that's starting to be a real nice fire back there. So I do have a new toy with this light here, and I may have to adjust that, maybe make it a little dimmer. I don't know. We'll see how things go. It's hard to tell with the how things are here. So hopefully no skunk's going to run behind me tonight, because that's been known to happen. I like hearing it from the people in the chat. Hey, a skunk just ran behind you. That was kind of neat. So what's everybody doing on their long weekend? Like I was saying, I just went to a barbecue place. We thought we'd check that out this weekend. That was fun. Hey. Thank you. I see the clapping hands. Something in a different language. I'm sorry I can't read it here, but cheers. So, yeah, I decided not to cook anything tonight. Sometimes it's fun to throw the grill on there, get the pan on, cook up a snack to go along with the beer. But I was kind of saying earlier, we did a couple of racks of ribs tonight, this afternoon, this evening, and they were quite filling. Like I said, with just that salt and pepper. Didn't put any barbecue. I was tempted to put some barbecue sauce on there just to finish them off. But instead I did the water, like I said, just to keep it cool. But I just wanted to keep it simple, and it kind of paid off. Get that nice pork flavor with that peppery rub on the outside. The membrane was nice and crispy. that's the other thing on at Sawyer's on their offset smoker. The thing I noticed with their ribs was they kept the membrane on, which I always take mine off, but it was nice and crispy. So I'm thinking, well, they probably don't wrap their ribs, so I didn't wrap mine. And yeah, all in all, it was a pretty good cook. I'm gonna have to probably do that one again on camera just to show everybody. Oh, excuse me. Let's. Oh, we got the tavern in the house. Tavern 53, Mr. Wayne Schneider. Hey, Greg. Hi, Wayne. Nice to see you. Wayne also has a YouTube channel, Tavern 53. Usually every Thursday he does a live stream, and many times I frequent it on his channel. We have some nice chats, crack open a beer, just talk about anything. He usually ends up talking barbecue, but that's where the conversation always goes. Making salsa. Yeah, it's that time of year. I see all the hampers of tomatoes, peppers, everything's available at the markets right now. We recently had got my lovely wife went out and got some tomatoes and peppers, and we're also doing some freezing, and yeah, made our own garden. We got quite a few tomatoes. Actually, we got quite a bit of jalapenos that are going to be ready shortly. I'm amazed at just how many jalapenos we get from our small garden. So probably next weekend or so, we'll be doing some jalapeno poppers, because that's pretty much a food group around here. No spam salsa. We got to try that spam one day. Make a nice recipe. You know, spam and salsa probably go good together. Maybe a spam taco with salsa in it. Just saying. That's good stuff. We got Brian LeBlanc. Love your pork chops, butternut squash, and apple. Oh, yeah. You know what? Apples and pork go very well together. I got to do more videos like that. You know, I think of like the Thanksgiving sides, like the butternut squash, sweet potatoes. I got to do more stuff like that. Real simple to make, but taste, just the flavor is so great. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Wayne. Tavern 53 in the house. Thanks for stopping by. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, just do a top up here. There we are. So yeah, again, very pleasant evening. Nice to keep this ball kind of rolling on Sunday evenings like this too, so everybody, you know, knows when I'm coming out, going live. It's nice to have that one-on-one kind of with whoever's out there, and just have a little chat, maybe talk something on the channel or something you want to see. It's always good to it's a good way to do it. Just leave a comment below, and we'll see what we can make happen. The other thing I got going, well, fall's around the corner, but I have a new hot tent that I'm going to be putting up this year. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you know I got that other hot tent, and the roof's collapsed on that a few times from the weight of the snow. And yeah, I just thought it'd be time to switch that up. So I have another one. It's a little bit smaller which I like because the other one was pretty large. So I got to do the work of putting the wood stove set up, getting the pipe to go through the roof. And I'll probably video some of that because some people might be interested in how I set that up. So yeah, that'll come out soon. Oh, sounds like nice crack of a can being opened just the other side of this camera. Cheers. Like I say, beautiful night tonight. Can't believe there's like no wind right now. We're probably about 75 degrees, something like that. Just perfect temperature, which is, you know, like 22 degrees Celsius, something like that. Thanks, man, your videos. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, I've been, I'm not, so I do have a few, I don't know how long you've been following my channel, Brian. I have a few different barbecues. Not sure if there's a particular one that you like or want to see more cooks on. I'm trying to remember in my mind. I believe I did the apples and butternut squash and pork chops on the pellet grill, if I remember right. But yeah, I have a few other grills that be fun to kind of push the boundaries, see what else I do with it. Anthony Nelson Stoke, what's cooking good looking? Somebody else has a line like that. Yeah, there's another YouTuber I watch. He says that every time he starts his videos. What's cooking good looking? Yep, nothing cooking tonight, Anthony. What else we got here? So how's that lighting tonight? I believe that's working out all right. Looks pretty clear on video here. Gotta love a campfire like that. Just the smell on there. The warmth I feel just behind me. Very nice. Normally I'd be facing that and you feel it right on your face. So nice. Sit back, just relax. Lighting is good. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, I just got this new light. Maybe I should share that on video one time. For evenings like this or live streams or even filming in the dark, because I've always had that to be a challenge to finish up my cooks before it gets dark because I want that lighting. But this could be a game changer for that reason. We'll see how it goes. I should go back and look what I got in my recent videos here. Maybe I can just recap a couple things. Oh, the pork tenderloin. So the pork tenderloins, bacon wrapped pork tenderloin, I intended on just doing that on a pellet grill because that's such an easy, like, fun cook and so tasty. Like, you want to find different ways to cook this because it's a very affordable meat. So I've been doing it on a pellet grill, and I kind of mentioned to someone I work with, hey, I'm going to be doing this video on a pellet grill. You might be interested. He said, I don't have a pellet grill. I said, what do you have? He said he had a kettle. I'm like, okay, going to be making two of them. So in that video, I did one on a pellet grill, one on a kettle. And it was really interesting to do both cooked side by side. It kind of surprised me. They were done fairly quickly. Like, or even time. And they were both very juicy, tender. The only difference being the Kettle Girl brought on a lot more smoke flavor, which I did add smoke wood to the kettle for that reason. But yeah, everything was just perfect. And he did tell me after he did that cook, after that video, and he said it was just amazing. Like he said he's going to put that on his list of things to cook like every week. Yeah, that was really nice feedback to get. And I mentioned the steak tortillas we made, the bacon wrapped stuffed jalapenos. That was a fun cook. Put that on the Kamado. That's always, like I say, that's like a food staple around here, the jalapeno poppers. Let's go back to my chat here. Brian, do you smoke prime rib? I have a Masterbuilt. Haven't done it yet. Yes, I have done a prime rib on the Masterbuilt. I've done a whole prime rib, or I've done like the cowboy steaks where you take the prime rib and you cut between the bone. And I recently did a cook where I did 6 of those. Getting off topic here. But yes, I do the prime rib. The trick of the prime rib is to time the cook so that it's ready for dinner. So what you end up doing is wrapping it. So where am I going with this? Yeah, like prime rib's delicious on there. You could do, you put your temperature probe in there, which is your best friend when you're doing something like that. Bring it up, because it's such a large roast, you want to bring it up to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. And then pull it off. And what I do, I sear it. Either I put the griddle on the Masterbuilt, or you can do a cast iron pan and just sear the ends on that. But again, it's hard to time it so that when you're going to have dinner, you do that searing just before that. So I end up wrapping it and just bringing it to a really long rest. And that turns out very tender and nice as well. First, I cut all the bones off. Then I slice it down. Like, yeah, you can't go wrong with prime rib. It's actually a very forgiving meat as well. So yeah, one of my favorite things with the prime rib are like those cowboy steaks, or the if you cut a prime rib between the bones, what you're getting is like a tomahawk steak without the long bone. And it's a nice thick steak, usually about 2.5 inches. That's one of my favorite steaks to cook. Recently we had a large family gathering, and I had 6 of those. I put them in the pellet grill, and we slowly brought them up to temperature, about 110, 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I got the kettle grill going, full of hot charcoal. Then I put all 6 on there and just seared them all just before we ate. And that was just fantastic. Thanks. Yeah, I'll have to do a prime rib, because I have to walk you through the steps and do a prime rib on the Masterbuilt. So, because that's about the barbecue you have. Yeah, the Masterbuilt's pretty versatile. Excuse me. I've done a prime rib in a rotisserie as well. That was also a very good cook. And I got a rotisserie for the Masterbuilt as well. I don't know. We'll play with that. I'm going to do a prime rib. I want to do a brisket soon. And yeah, we're running out of summertime. I've been wanting to get that, do one of those. But I got the new controller for the Kamado style grill, where you could set the temperature and it slowly blows the air in to keep that temperature. So just peace of mind that you're always going to be on temperature, and the efficiency of the Kamado as well. Like, you could load that with charcoal and you're good for 16, 20 hours, like no problem. So yeah, that would be good to do a brisket on that. But I also want to do a brisket on the rotisserie on the Masterbuilt again, where the last time I did a brisket on a rotisserie on there, I was worried about the brisket getting too tender and fall off the spit. So I ended up taking it off when I believe it was around 175 degrees or so. Then I wrapped it and put it back on the grill. But I think next time I want to take it right to the final temperature, leaving it on the spit, just keep it rotating. Because I did that with a beef chuck roast, and I took it to like fall apart tender, and it was just fantastic. Stayed on the spit and everything. Like, good stuff. That was good. Yeah, I'm just checking. I still got some good lighting here, don't I? Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, well, thank everybody for joining me in the chat here. Like I say, I'm going to keep these Sunday lives going as long as I don't have anything going on. And I do intend on bringing other YouTube channels on with me on my lives. But like I say, this was a long weekend. I didn't really put the feelers out to get somebody tonight. So yeah, if you enjoyed this live, or I hope you enjoyed this live and the campfire and some of the atmosphere here, and love talking barbecue if someone's out there. So prime rib soon? Yes. Prime rib soon. So thanks again for everybody joining. We'll see you on the next one. If not in a video, we'll see you on the next live. Bye for now.